The air grew still. A strange green light filled the sky. A monstrous tornado, a swirling vortex of unimaginable power roared through the heart of Greenfield, Iowa. Homes were reduced to rubble. Businesses were flattened. The storm's fury left an eerie silence, broken only by the cries of the injured and the stunned whispers of survivors. One moment the sky was clear, the next a dark funnel cloud descended, its roar like a freight train. The tornado carved a path of destruction, leaving a trail of debris and despair. Houses were ripped from their foundations, their contents scattered for miles. Cars were tossed about like toys. The air was thick with the smell of splintered wood, insulation, and fear. The streets, once familiar and welcoming, were now unrecognizable, choked with debris and downed power lines. The world they knew, the comforting rhythm of their lives, had been shattered. The tornado's impact on Greenfield was catastrophic. The storm claimed the lives of 12 residents, their stories forever intertwined with the tragedy. Scores were injured, some critically. The physical damage was staggering, with hundreds of homes destroyed or severely damaged. The town square, once a bustling hub of activity, was now a wasteland of shattered brick and twisted metal. The clock tower, a beloved landmark, lay in ruins, its clock face frozen at the moment disaster struck. The library, a repository of knowledge and community history, was gone, its books and archives lost to the wind. The emotional toll on the survivors was immeasurable. They had lost loved ones, homes, and their sense of security. But even amidst the devastation, the spirit of Greenfield began to emerge. The stories of those who lived through the Greenfield tornado are a poignant tapestry of loss, courage, and sheer luck. There's Sarah, a young mother who shielded her baby with her own body as the storm ripped their house apart. She emerged from the rubble, bruised and battered, but her child was safe in her arms. Then there's Old Man Henry, who always said he'd seen it all in his 80 years. He rode out the storm in his basement, clutching a photo of his late wife. When the storm passed, he emerged to find his home gone, but his spirit unbroken. Amidst the stories of survival, there were also tales of profound loss. The Johnson family, their home reduced to splinters, lost their youngest son, a bright-eyed boy with a contagious laugh. These personal stories serve as a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The first responders to the scene in Greenfield faced a landscape of unimaginable chaos. Twisted metal, downed power lines, and shattered glass littered the streets. The air was thick with dust and the smell of natural gas. The cries of the injured pierced the eerie silence. Firefighters, paramedics, and police officers from Greenfield and surrounding communities rushed to the disaster zone. They worked tirelessly, hour after hour, to extricate survivors trapped beneath the rubble. They triaged the injured, providing life-saving care in the midst of the devastation. The local hospital, though overwhelmed with casualties, became a beacon of hope and healing. Doctors, nurses, and volunteers worked around the clock, tending to the injured with unwavering compassion and skill. The outpouring of support from surrounding communities was immediate and overwhelming. Donations of food, water, clothing, and medical supplies poured into Greenfield. The shared sense of humanity and solidarity provided a glimmer of light in the darkest of times. Tornadoes, those terrifying funnels of wind, are a force of nature, both awe-inspiring and destructive. They form when warm, moist air collides with cool, dry air, creating an unstable atmosphere ripe for powerful updrafts and rotation. These swirling winds can reach speeds of over 300 miles per hour, capable of tearing buildings from their foundations and hurling debris with deadly force. The enhanced Fujita scale, or EF scale, is used to categorize tornadoes based on their wind speed and the damage they inflict. The Greenfield tornado, with its devastating impact and loss of life, was likely an EF4 or EF5, the highest categories on the scale. While scientists have made significant strides in understanding tornado formation and behavior, predicting their exact path and intensity remains a challenge. Meteorologists can issue tornado watches and warnings, providing valuable time for people to seek shelter. But even with advanced warning systems, the unpredictable nature of these storms means that preparedness and quick action are crucial for survival. The Greenfield tornado serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of respecting its fury. In the aftermath of the Greenfield tornado, the daunting task of rebuilding began. The scale of the destruction was overwhelming. Homes lay in ruins, businesses were reduced to rubble, and the landscape was scarred with debris. But amidst the devastation, the spirit of resilience burned bright. The people of Greenfield, though heartbroken, were determined to rebuild their lives and their community. The initial focus was on clearing debris, restoring essential services, and providing shelter for those who had lost their homes. Volunteers from Greenfield and surrounding communities poured in, working tirelessly alongside first responders. Heavy machinery rumbled through the streets, clearing debris and making way for reconstruction. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, and other relief organizations arrived, offering assistance to those affected by the disaster. Temporary shelters were set up in schools and community centers, providing refuge for those displaced by the storm. The process was slow and arduous, but with each passing day, progress was made. The task of rebuilding extended far beyond the physical structures. In the face of unimaginable loss, the people of Greenfield displayed remarkable resilience and a profound sense of community. Neighbors helped neighbors, strangers offered comfort to those in need, and the collective spirit of the town shone through the darkness. Stories of selflessness and compassion emerged from the wreckage. A local restaurant owner whose own establishment was destroyed set up a makeshift kitchen in a parking lot, providing free meals to first responders and those who had lost their homes. A group of high school students organized a clothing and supply drive, collecting and distributing essential items to those in need. The outpouring of support extended far beyond the borders of Greenfield. Donations poured in from across the country, providing financial assistance, building materials, and other essential supplies. Volunteers from neighboring states arrived to lend a hand, offering their time, skills, and unwavering support. The Greenfield tornado may have ripped through the heart of the town, but it could not break the spirit of its people. The road to recovery after the Greenfield tornado was long and arduous, but the community faced the challenge with unwavering determination. The process of rebuilding homes and businesses began almost immediately, fueled by a shared commitment to restoring the town to its former glory. The sound of hammers pounding and saws buzzing became a symphony of hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of Greenfield. Construction crews worked tirelessly, clearing debris, pouring foundations, and framing new structures. Local businesses reopened their doors, even if it meant operating out of temporary locations. The town square, once a scene of devastation, slowly began to come back to life as businesses rebuilt and residents returned. The rebuilding process extended beyond the physical structures. The emotional and psychological scars of the tornado ran deep, and the community rallied to support those struggling to cope. Support groups and counseling services were offered to those suffering from trauma or the loss of loved ones. Community events and gatherings provided a sense of normalcy and fostered a spirit of togetherness. The Greenfield tornado, like all natural disasters, left an indelible mark on the town and its people. It served as a harsh reminder of the importance of preparedness, the power of nature's fury, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The lessons learned from this tragedy would shape the community for generations to come. One of the most profound lessons was the importance of community preparedness. The Greenfield tornado highlighted the critical need for early warning systems, disaster preparedness plans, and community education programs. In the aftermath of the storm, the town implemented new safety measures, including enhanced siren systems, strengthened building codes, and community-wide disaster drills. The tornado also underscored the importance of mental health resources in the wake of trauma. The emotional and psychological toll of the disaster was significant, and the community recognized the need for ongoing support for those struggling to cope. The Greenfield tornado was a tragedy of immense proportions, leaving a trail of destruction and heartbreak in its wake. But from the rubble emerged a story of resilience, compassion, and the indomitable spirit of a community united. The people of Greenfield, though devastated by the storm, faced the challenge of rebuilding with courage, determination, and an unwavering belief in the power of hope. The rebuilding process was long and arduous, but with each passing day, Greenfield grew stronger. New homes and businesses rose from the ashes, symbols of the community's resilience. The town square, once a scene of devastation, was transformed into a vibrant hub of activity, a testament to the enduring spirit of Greenfield. The story of Greenfield is a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, the human spirit can triumph over adversity and build a brighter future.